Okay, so this is what I got here. It's a little bit. So I got this little speed control I put on it. Power supply, 10 amp speed controller. You just got to turn the little dial. It's going to go faster or slower. I think that little bit of wobble that it's got in it will actually give it a little creep factor. Because when the swings come around, they'll kind of wobble up and down. We'll see. That's to be seen yet. Once I get that all together, then we'll figure that out. But I'm going to add a few more supports in between here, I think, just to give it a little more sturdiness. There's some legs, braces that need to come out on the bottom. Out here, these legs that come out, those are basically like outriggers down here. So I'll have one on each one of these connections. I just put that on temporarily so I can still move it around easier. But this will be easier to do this next part with this. I call this my helicopter. So with this off, it's going to be easier to put these braces in. So the next thing I want to do is take these apart, take these verticals out, and halfway up, measure them, and halfway up, I'm going to put some braces in. So that should be easy. I'll just pop this off, like so. Take my little rubber mallet, give it a couple little pops, bangs, taps. There we go. And check that out. Here's the whole drive mechanism. That's it. PVC. All right, so I'll just pop these out like so. Come out nice and easy, spin them out. I'll just measure one of them, cut it in half. I'm going to measure that out. 66. 66, so we want to cut this at 33. Quitter, shape like a quitter. Okay, 3 inches. Let's just stick these in real quick. So we're going to put these on like that. And put this all back together. This is just a 4-way with it's a 4-way cross with a 90 coming off of it. So it's basically a T with a 90. So a specific type of 4-way, and that will allow these to go together. And I'll have to cut pieces to go in between here. So, but where did that go? Let's stick these on top here. So now we have this. So in this middle section, I'll put little pieces of PVC to give it some more support. So have little sections in here, and that'll sturdy it up some. Let's move this back. So essentially, we're gonna do this. Cut a piece, one piece to go in, and we'll cut it there, and we'll have a little bit more bracing. Okay, that's it for today. Pick up tomorrow. All right, so off camera, I went ahead and put these little cross pieces in for more support, more structure, more strength. So that's going to give it quite a bit more strength. It doesn't bend or anything. So one issue I was having with this, I didn't get this hole exactly centered. So it has a little bit of wobble because of that, which it's not too bad. As long as I don't go too fast with it, it's fine. And actually gives it a little bit of character when it has a little bit of a wobble. So that's where I'm at right now. And I'm going to put this on. Put the blades back up top, try to adjust that a little bit, and all right, it's time for a test run on the Scare-Ousel. I just temporarily put some PVC pipes on here for temporary seats hung by chains. We're going to plug it in and see what we could do. what it's got. Here we go. Drum roll. There we go. Slow speed. I'm liking that. So add speed controller on it so we can make it go fast or slow. Yeah, baby, that's gonna look good. Suck it in. Ugh. It's getting harder and harder to do. Let's speed her up. Whoa. That wasn't good. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Woo, that's for the blooper reel. All right. Good thing I have quick disconnect on here. Yeah, I need to extend this speed controller out so that I can control it back here out of the danger zone. Well, that was fun. It works though. It definitely works. Well, I was afraid this might happen. This is the 3D printed bracket that I printed off to hold the wiper motor. And it cracked. I was afraid it wouldn't hold the weight of that motor with everything spinning. I did print it at 50% instead of what the file showed 20%, I think. Not positive. Could have printed it at 100%, maybe it would have been stronger. But I decided to just go down to the hardware store, buy a metal plate, and just mount it to the metal plate. Then that way there won't be any more problems with this kind of thing. This would be good for something that doesn't have to hold it too much force, because the way this wiper motor is with that arms rotating, it would just create too much force on it. So I went down to the hardware store, I bought a metal plate, and I just mounted it to that plate. Just found the center of the plate by drawing an X from corner to corner. From that corner and corner to corner, just drawing a line between the corners, and where they intersect in the middle would be your center point. Okay, I measured it first to the length I needed, the size I needed to fit right on top of this. And then I just put some holes on each corner to screw it down, and then this is going to hold much better. So let's screw that on there, and you'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. And we'll just go ahead and mount this up here. Getting too old. Never too old for Halloween, right? Okay, so anyway, I made a couple little changes. Up here I put this a 6-way fitting so that I could actually come off the top with something. So I might, like, this is gonna be like a tree. Blah, blah. See you later. The arms that come out are gonna be like tree branches, and then I can come off the top with another kind of like an umbrella type tree branches coming off the top, and it'll spin with it. And it's just something extra, or I might decide to do something extra, but it's good to have that option, you know, if I wanted to come up off of it with something. So for that, I'm gonna add these little 1-inch male adapters into there, and those will just thread in. And then from there, I can put in the arms. All right, yeah, like that. We'll tighten all these in. I don't know if I have 4 of these shallow ones or not. I think I do. Some of these are different than the others. This is a 6-way, so I need 6 of them. Actually, I should put that one up here, I think. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Some of these have different length of the nipple portion. Is this one's shorter than some of the other ones that I have. So some of them I got online, some I got down the road at the hardware. I think I'll put the short ones off here. I do have 4 of them. So I'll put them off the sides that'll hold the helicopter blades. That's just what I call it. They're just arms that come out that hold the swings. All right, so yeah, so like that. So that will, so instead of what I have here, if I can get this on camera, instead of this one I have here, I have this 5-way that doesn't have, since it's a 5-way, not a 6-way, it doesn't have the option to come off the top. So I decided to change that just as an option. I don't even know if I'll use it or not. You don't have to. But, all right. So that's that. And the next thing I want to do in addition to that would be to take these arms, drill holes in the ends. I just have these seats on here temporary. This is what I bought to use as a seat. It's kind of already just a piece of foam. It's extremely light and it's already in the pattern is like a log, so that's pretty cool because this whole thing's going to be a tree. So I'm going to lay this on the floor, drill holes in here to accept these chains, and then I'm going to put these eye bolts that I have here in this package through that I can attach the chains to. Here are the eye bolts. So these will go through in the ends like so. And then I can just hook the chains onto it and I can adjust the length pretty easily that way. All right, that's the next step. Here's a piece of scrap. It's not really scrap, but if you lay your pipe into a piece of angle iron, and you can take a marker along that edge of the angle iron and draw a straight line. Let's see if I got a marker over here somewhere. Here's a green one. So, for instance, take your angle iron, lay your pipe in there and just go, and you get a nice straight line down your pipe. All right. When I put the swing seats on, they'll be straight across. So I got my drill press set up. I'm gonna drill some holes in this pipe. Try to get straight holes this way. Maybe. It's not the easiest thing to do. All right, so should be good. These are gonna go up here, like so. Let's give it a slight tap. I don't want to hit it too hard. Gotta hold it. Okay. I can spin those with the pipe wrench or channel locks if they're not facing straight down. The holes aren't facing straight down, then I can just spin it a little bit. So let's just put all 4 of these in here. And the rest of the way. Okay, there's that. We can give it a test spin while it's up there just to check, make sure that's gonna do what it's gonna do, what I want it to do, but it's working. You can see again how this is kind of wobbly. It's because I didn't get that drilled out straight. and tapped straight, but again, if you slow it down, it's not gonna be too noticeable. And it'll give it a little character, as I keep saying. Okay, that's good. So now I'm just gonna put the bolts through it. What is that? The eye bolts we can put through. I think let's do that one. Let's grab another one. All right, so I went ahead and put all these eye bolts in here, and then we'll hang our swings from that. And to do that, I just have, I gotta cut these off, but bought these little, these are like, what would you call these? Massage rollers, you know, they're just foam, like you roll on your neck or your arm or something. Anyway, went to Walmart, bought these little D-rings. They're colorful, or carabiners, I guess you'd call them. And so here's, choose the height I want, and bam, okay, hang them. Hang the suckers up, right? I should make these into vines, you know. There we go, that's not bad. Yep, I think that'll work. As you can see, I did put the eye bolts through here, which is how I'm hanging. So, I guess I could go ahead and hang the rest of the seats. We're just putting zip ties around it. I'll just put 2 zip ties together, no biggie. And so, we'll just take the ends of this. So this is going to be ultra adjustable because I'll just take the ends of the chain, put them in there, attach the ends of your chain to your carabiner, and then we'll hang that up. Now we need 2 more carabiners. Open another package, or get more out of this package. I got a red and a blue. I like these little multi-color ones. It just adds a little flair. And let's see, let's do the opposite side so we can get too out of whack. So, and I'm just gonna figure out what height I want it. They don't all have to be exactly the same height. It might be cool if some are higher than the others, just to make it look different. Let's see what we got here. Here, maybe? Maybe one more? Don't know. Let's try that. One side needs them. That I bought I bought the clowns for my Ferris wheel, so we're going to test them out with that. I'll have to get some more. They all have their little animation too. Oh, this one's cool because it doesn't. It's all like. So I went to the store and I bought these. I replaced these zip ties with these tiny little S-type carabiners. Just a little snap lock, spring lock, S-hooks with the spring lock on it. And because they're much smaller, because they're small enough. They're smaller than the D-ring style carabiners I had that were like this big. So that'll keep it up tighter. So it kind of makes it look like they're sitting on a chair. They're just kind of hanging behind it. And all of these have animations where they light up. Let's see if I can turn one on. maybe, if I can get the switch. And they have lights in the eyes and such. I don't know how that's gonna work shaking while he's on the swing, but it might look cool. It's got the rest of them shaking too though. Huh, kinda neat. Actually, I think I'll turn the other ones on if I can find the switches. Got the power supply, we're gonna turn her on. Let her spin a little bit. And these are all sound activated. They all have their own little music track on them. My snap's not working. There we go. Now they're all activated, except for one. Wake up! I woke him up. Wake up! There he goes. Pretty good. Let's move this camera back, get a better view. Oh, almost went through the garage door. So that's a decent speed. Okay.